Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
11-90.
Burrow on play action. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Chris Wormley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
On 2.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Harris on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, these 2 teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Steelers at 3-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
On one, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Pickett. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of...
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action with Burrow.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On one, ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
11, Palmer.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 29, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Off play action, Pickett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT. 11.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chris Wormley, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To try again after the sack. Burrow throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I'm wondering.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On third down, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
2nd and 5 now.
Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Boy, 196 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Inside handoff to Mixon. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. One final shot for Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.